Hello, friends. Welcome back to another episode of The Hangout. I'm so excited for this week's guest and to share their story with you. My friend Brianne, who is one of my first ever Stan Twitter friends that I met back in 2014 and 2015-ish. I'm not even sure when we first exactly met, but it all started on social media because we had a common love for an artist named Shawn Mendes. And it's crazy because, of course, we'll talk about that in the episode, how we met and how we kind of bonded over music and everything. But it's kind of crazy how we've gotten to experience so many different concerts together, as well as just pivotal life moments. We'll dive into that, from our Toronto show together to our San Francisco show together. And just, she really shares how music has changed her life, not only emotionally, but like the whole trajectory of her life, and how it's impacted her career as well. I'm so excited to share this episode. She's one of my favorite people ever in the whole world. I'm so excited. This is Brianne on The Hangout. Hi, friends. Welcome back to season 2 of The Hangout. It's Syd. I'm so excited to have one of my favorite people on the planet on this episode, Brianne. She's one of the sweetest people ever, and I am so happy to have met her through the internet, as sketchy and scary as that could be sometimes.
I'm so honored.
You should be. You're so special. You're one of my favorite people, and I'm so happy that you are coming on the show, and we're gonna just talk about music.
I'm so excited.
She also has her own podcast too. If you want to plug it, I will drop it also in the description.
Yeah. It's the Comfort Place. So on Instagram, it's Comfort Place Podcast. So it's on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
Go check it out if you want to feel some comfort. Yeah, if you want to feel comfort, if you want to feel loved, if you deal with anxiety or stress or whatever, it will make you feel loved.
We love that.
Yeah, we really do, especially in the world that we live in today. Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, so we were just talking about, before we pressed record, but we were talking about how we've been friends for I don't know how many years now. I think
so long,
like 2014, 13.
Yeah, like 14, 15.
14.
It could have been 13, huh?
No, I couldn't.
I think it's 14, 15.
Okay, that seems right.
Yeah, we were so young.
It is 2022 now, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, how many? That's like 5 or 6 years, huh? That's like wild. We were kids, so when we met,
that is like, I feel like we've gone through so many like life changes too together.
Oh, 100%.
Ridiculous. Like, you have a partner too now, and you are living your best life.
You are too. We love that.
And it's just crazy to just see us like grow together. Not only through like the music that we listened to back then, but also to just like live as like people as we are now.
As human beings, yes. As we are.
I guess we'll talk about how, actually, before we dive into all of that, because this is The Hangout, I'm going to ask you our starting off question. What does your ideal hangout session sort of look like?
My ideal hangout session, like, yes, just in general?
Yeah. What do you like to do? What's your hangout sort of day?
Okay, that's a good question. We love that. Okay, I love going to like cute little cafes. Like, no matter how good the coffee is, if it's cute in there, I will go. So if I just go to a cafe with some friends, maybe like a concert after that, that's like the perfect day. We love that. Yeah, that's like the perfect day, perfect hangout. Yeah.
I love it. That sounds like a very perfect day. And
yeah, I think so.
COVID wasn't here, so we could all just do that.
Same. Wait, what's yours?
Oh my goodness. Nobody's ever asked me. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh.
Now I'm put on the spot.
Oh my God, people, we have to step it up.
I feel like it's probably something similar along that line of hanging out with friends, going to get like a cup of coffee, or hanging out at like a coffee shop, maybe doing like something outdoorsy if it's going for a hike, or like climbing, or something fitness related, and then a concert would be so much fun to end the night. just music, fitness, life, outdoors, everything all together in one day.
Amazing.
Sounds like a pretty good hangout.
Yes, 100%. I
Just take the
would
hangout.
join that hangout.
Just take the hangout to the top of a mountain one day. Hey guys, so we're hanging out with Brianne and we're at the top of the mountain.
It like echoes through the world.
We don't even need social media platforms at this point. Just like broadcast it through the mountains.
Everyone would hear, you know, the wilderness, the wild animals, everyone.
There you go. There you go. Just like full on Snow White it.
Perfect.
Yeah, so I guess we'll dive into how we first met. Again, I don't know if I already mentioned it, but you were literally one of my first ever friends that I ever made on. So of course with music, there's Twitter, and a lot of fans and stans find their sort of group and friend group through this social media platform, the Bird app. And
the Bird app.
I don't even know. I guess you
whatever the kids are talking about these days, you know,
TikTok,
the Bird app.
TikTok? Yeah.
I don't know. You know, we're too old for this generation.
I think so. I think we're too, like, I'm out of it at this point. I'm not even like up to date with what's going on anymore.
No, I had no idea what I was doing when I started Twitter.
Yeah, me either. I honestly think you tweeted something and I had DM'd you, and the rest is history.
Yeah, exactly. And now we're here on the hangout.
Funny how that happens.
Because we lived in completely different countries too. We still do. So it's like,
yeah, we do.
It was like, okay, so I live in this state, California, and you live in BC. Like, it's Canada. Just like so crazy.
And it's all because of this one musician that brought us together, Shawn Mendes, of course.
If you know him, I don't know.
I don't know if you know him. He's some Canadian singer, whatever.
Yeah,
lives up in the north. Anyways, but yeah, we only met the first time back in 2019 too.
Yeah, I remember it took us so long to actually be in person together.
Yeah. And like, it's the craziest moment because you feel like you've known this person all your life. And
yes.
It's only because you've bonded over music and so many different things over the last few years, which to me is crazy because what? How?
I think we also have like so many like different passions that we are able to like compare and talk about and stuff, which like has made us closer. And so by the time we like met in person, we're like, oh my God, it's Syd. Like it was like, you know, it was like so easy.
Yeah, I think it's so crazy how people just meet on the internet. And okay, a few years, no, I guess it was that same year too. I launched a documentary, and it was because Brianne had inspired me too. It was only because of her. And that
you did all the work.
But that was another crazy story too. And it's like, that wouldn't have happened if like we hadn't become friends through music. Yeah. And that whole roller coaster. Oh my God, I'm gonna self-plug it. It's a deeper connection. The Shawn Mendes fans on YouTube.
It's amazing. 10 out of 10. I look like I'm 2 years old. It's okay. We've grown up now.
We have grown up, and we were laughing about that before we started recording. It's because Brianne was horrified to ever speak on camera, to ever record or answer questions. And look, we're over here doing a casual podcast. I'm not even like, telling her the questions. She's just out here having a conversation with me, and I just want to give a big round of applause for that. We're growing. We're growing
up. We really are. No, that documentary was really cool. I cannot believe you made it.
I couldn't even tell you how it happened. And also kind of leads to what we're doing today too. And it's like, I initially threw the idea at you to do a series with different fans and like different episodes. But at that time, I just didn't have the resources to do that. And fast forward to 2022, where we are today. We're doing podcast episodes with friends and fans, hopefully from across the world, which I am excited because we also just announced too, that we're opening up the guest pool to an abundant load of people. So that's going to be really
Please
exciting.
Join.
Literally there's a form, go sign up, literally message the Hangout, come hang out. We're just people.
We're chilling, you know? We're human beings.
What about music?
It's the hangout.
What's better than that? I don't know. But yeah, it's crazy how all of this stuff has happened just because of music. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And also, like, the Shawn Mendes himself called you a legend for making that documentary. I just want to like point that out. I was. So
I'm embarrassed.
That was like legendary. You know.
I'm gonna dive into a special segment that we have later in the show that will be a question for you. But before then, I'm going to talk about you with music. Did you, growing up, were you surrounded by music? Did you ever play instruments? How did that look for you growing up?
Yeah, it's kind of weird because I took like music class for like a violin. Like I started playing violin out of anything when I was in like 4th grade. I don't know, but I literally took it just to get out of class. So I wasn't really that like into music when I was younger, but then I like went to my very first concert and it was Shawn. And so I was
no
like,
way.
Oh yes. When I was like 15, like somewhere around there. Yeah, and it was like the craziest time. I literally got there like so late too. Like I still got like a good area because he was like not that well known. And it was just like the craziest thing. And then that's like what sparked it all. And now I love music. Like, and then like meeting everyone on Twitter, I was like, oh my God, this is like a community. Like it's so crazy. 100%. Yeah, that's like what started it all. Yeah.
I had no idea that Shawn was your first like concert.
Yeah.
Because oh my God.
Yeah, most kids like say their first concert is like Hannah Montana or like, you know, like it was like no way. That's amazing. No, see, yeah, Shawn literally was my first concert. I went with my friend Maisie and we were just like chilling in San Francisco. And we got tickets and we were super excited. And then here we are after 30 concerts later. Like
that's crazy. Yeah. How did you stumble upon him to go for that to be your first concert?
It was like Vine and MagCon and all that. We're not gonna speak about that, but I would like watch his Vine covers and and what was the what was the thing that like the app that like no longer exists, like that he like released like Life of Party on? Like what was it called?
Like You Now? Like the
stream? You Now. It was You Now. Oh my gosh, we are so old.
Oh my God. Whoa. I remember. Oh my goodness. No, I don't want to go too fangirl into this, but anyways, that's crazy.
Yeah, he did that like whole live stream thing about Life of the Party, and so that was like the start of it. I was like, Life of the Party, like, you know.
I have that exact same clip.
I know. Oh my God. So funny.
Should I put it in here?
Oh yeah, you should. We should just like recreate it, you know? So then we got tickets and we were super excited. So yeah.
That's crazy. What sort of like emotions did you feel during that first concert? And like what do you think it was about that concert that kind of started it all for you?
I'm pretty sure I bawled my eyes out at that concert. Yeah, it was just crazy. It was crazy environment that I've never been in. And like, it was just crazy because like I was waiting so long for the show. And so finally being there, I was like, oh my God, like this is so fun. Like, I think all my worries go away during concerts also. And like, I don't know, like everything I'm going to say is like cheesy, but it's so true. Like, and just like after every concert after that, it's like, it's the same feeling every time, no matter who's playing. It's like the same feeling. You're like so happy to be there.
I love that. I love that. I feel like I resonate with that so much. And I feel like in the last episode, me and my friend were kind of talking about how these episodes are probably just going to be us debunking what a fangirl or a fanboy is, because people expect us to be psychotic or crazy or whatever. And sure, fair enough. But you're also there to enjoy the music and just like let all the emotions and feelings hit you in that moment. And you're not going to let any judgment sort of hold you back in that moment.
Yeah. I think there's a huge like stigma around like fans, I guess. It's just like so annoying. But like, if you like music, you're a fan. Like it's like, you're not separated from the people that go to concerts. Like, I just don't get it. But yeah, I love concerts and they're just so fun.
Oh, I love that. I literally, the next question I had on my sheet was like, what's a concert that changed your life? I don't know if there was another concert after that first one that stood out to you more than that, but
yeah, I mean, that one for sure. And then also like going to Shawn's like Toronto show was like life-changing and mind-blowing. I literally went like the first week of my sophomore year of college, or like my junior year of college, but it was like the first week of the semester. And I was like, okay, I'm going. Like, I kind of just decided on an instinct, and I was like super nervous because I knew like a lot of people that I knew of, but didn't actually know were going. And it ended up being like the funnest trip. I'm literally never going to forget about it. So it was like the coolest thing.
Funny enough, guess who went with you?
You. Yeah, it was crazy. We literally, oh my gosh, that was
I don't even know how we pulled it off. I really don't.
We like, if you don't know, we found like second row like the day of, and it was like I was like not in my body. Like, it was like the most like life-changing thing.
I remember In My Blood so vividly because it was kind of like a wrap up to the whole tour.
Yeah.
Where it was like, oh, okay, this is like the final song. Like, all the emotions and everything that you've experienced this whole entire summer is leading up to this one song. And I just like felt it hit me, and I just broke down in tears. And you were standing beside me, and I was like, this is like my best friend who we've talked about going to see our favorite artist together for years.
So long. Yeah.
We're in his hometown. We're watching his like biggest performance ever as a headliner at like Toronto's biggest venue. And everything just was like, I don't know. It was just so surreal, I think.
Yeah.
And they were also filming that Netflix documentary too at the same time.
I don't know how that even happened either. That was like so random. But
yeah, so I think in that moment too, it was just super emotional and just crazy.
I think just like in general, like the end of each concert, no matter if it's like the end of tour or the beginning, it's like you waited so long for that show, and then it ends and you're like, oh my God, like I was so happy in that moment, and now I'm like, oh, I wish I could go back. And it's like the same every time.
Yeah. And like, it's crazy to even think, because like that all happened 2019, and now these last 2 years we haven't been able to get to experience anything like that again. And like, to kind of take concerts for granted sometimes. I'm just like, I'm here, I'm ready, I need to go back to experience that sort of euphoric feeling again.
Yeah. Have you ever like regretted going to a concert?
Yes.
Okay.
Only because it wasn't like, I just have one in the back of my mind, but that's only like the one rare one that
but like out
sticks
of all
out.
The concerts, you really don't like. I know that they're expensive, and I know you have to like travel for them, but every time I go to them, I'm like, this is like the best day of my life. Like, I say that like almost every concert, and it's like so worth it to me.
It is. I think it's also because you get to meet new people at every single show too, that you find that commonality that, oh, this person likes music just as much as you do, or they're here to support the artist. I think that is such a cool thing too, because it's like again, like the last episode I talked about this too, but it was just like, music is just that common interest sort of thing that can help blossom any sort of relationship.
Yeah, I agree.
And it's crazy because it's like, again, like we wouldn't be friends if music did not exist. No. I will say that straight up. Like,
100%. And it helps with like social media too. It's like a huge factor, because like I didn't know that many people that liked the similar artists that I do, but now I have like so many friends that, and a girlfriend too, that I like met through music. It's just like so crazy.
Oh, I love it. Oh my God. I don't know if you want to talk about that either. Like how did you guys meet through? How did you guys meet through music? Like, how did that happen?
Yeah, it was like I did not see it coming. It was like, so basically we both like this artist named Christian French, and we both like saw him live and like talked to him sometimes, and he's just like this really sweet guy. And I like artists are pretty small. Like you can see like who tweets them basically on like Twitter and stuff. So we kind of just found each other like mutually. And so one random time I like tweeted about like something randomly about like how good Christian's like shows are or something. I don't even know. But she like messaged me off of it, and then we started talking, and we were like, oh, like what shows are you going to? What shows are you going to? Like it was like how most like friendships start, you know? And so then like fast forward, we finally met in person, and we realized that we liked each other more than like just friends, and we started dating, and we've been long distance like since we met. But yeah, it was like the craziest thing. And we got to this past like year, I guess. Oh my God, it's already 2022. Yeah, but last year we got to meet him together, and that was like the whole circle of like life. It was like the craziest like circle of life. Oh my God.
I love it.
Everything like came together, and it was just like so crazy. But yeah.
That's so crazy because like again, one, social media, two, music. These things that you just probably wouldn't expect, but again, is probably a very modern love story today.
Yes. 100%.
Like, I just love that so much. And it's like, I'm so happy for you that you guys are happy as well. And like,
you could write a book about it. I swear. please do. I'll be first in line. Okay. Sounds good.
I'll be first in line. I'll be like, oh my God, can I have you guys' autograph? Thank you.
You guys have to meet for sure. 100%.
And funny enough, we have the same name.
I know.
Just different spelling,
so
but like
crazy. Yeah, but you know.
I love how like artistic she is too, and I always see it on their social media too. And
yes, she's crazy. I feel like all the people I've met through music are very creative. Like you're out here becoming famous with the Hangout, you know.
I'm gonna cut that out.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but I love creative people. I think they're like super talented and super cool, and I like love hearing about their stories and stuff. And she's just another person I met, and she's just crazy. Like I love her.
I love it. I wanted, okay, so this is the segment that I will have on every single episode, but I was saying how fans and artists, we are crazy, but we are debunking it in the sense that we aren't like psychotic in the sense, but when you do get to dedicate and support your artist so much, you get rewarded sometimes, and you either get to experience this or that maybe some other fans haven't gotten to experience. So what would you say is one of your craziest fan stories or experiences that you've got to have or live in?
Like with the artist itself?
Whatever you feel that it's like been so rewarding because you support this artist so much.
Yeah. Probably going into we're gonna bring back these shows now. Probably going into like Shawn's VIP like Q&A with you. It was like, yeah, I think
like San Fran.
Yeah, because we just have been friends for so long that like finally like being in the same room as like the artists we've looked up to is like, that was just like the craziest thing because we met through him. Like it was just like, it just like was magical, you know? I think that was definitely one of them. Yeah.
Do you want to dive into more of sort of what happened at that Q&A if you want? You don't have to if you don't want to, but you can, just to give context for those. Yeah,
I mean, well, first of all, you came to San Francisco, which was like crazy in the first place because so we were just in San Francisco, and then we went to a show and we got like Q&A, which I don't even know how we even got, like we bought it, but like we really did, like, you know what I mean? Like we actually did that. Anyways, we were in like the Q&A, and like you don't always get called on obviously because he doesn't have enough time, but he called on you, and I was just like already so excited for you.
I don't even know what was going on. I think I blacked out. It's fine.
Yeah, like I don't even remember all of it, but I was just like in the moment, I was like, oh my God, like what the heck? And I was just like saying, I was talking about your documentary, and then he's like, yeah, I know. And that was like the craziest thing ever, because he was like, he knew about it, he watched it, like it was just like so crazy. And like a lot of like the people we knew were like in the same Q&A too, which was like super cool.
Yeah,
But yeah, I think that was like a crazy moment.
it really was.
Yeah.
Like when you tell the story back, I don't believe it to be true.
Yeah,
I just feel like you
agree.
made it up, and
Yeah.
we can go with that. She made it up. This story's not even real.
Yeah. I'm gonna write a book about it though. It's gonna be not real, but you know.
The Brianne multiverse. It's just all your concert stories.
Exactly. I've got some good ones.
Go off. If you have another one,
No.
tell it.
No, it's really okay.
We're just hanging out here. This is a safe space.
It's the hangout. It's the hangout.
But yeah, it's absolutely insane, because I will always say that you like were the reason why that whole documentary happened. So it just works hand in hand.
I really
like
don't believe that, because I think you were already like, you know, like you were like, you knew what you were doing, and I just had to like tell you like you can, basically.
No, I literally was just so inspired. It's similar to the hangout. I was so inspired by the stories and the impact that music had on these people, and the fact that we became friends through this musician was just so like, what? But it's again that like, sure, I made so many friends through his music, but you were like that one friend that started it all off. And so to have you there with me to push me to create whatever, like I didn't even think I had like the resources or bandwidth to ever create anything like that.
Yeah, and it turned out like insanely cool. Like it was like super cool.
I was just bored, honestly. I was just bored, and I needed like a creative outlet because I had finished all my homework for like that winter break. And so I had like an extra week, and I was like, okay, I'm going to just create something. And I just felt that I needed to like build, because I was studying film production at that time.
Yeah.
And I just needed like something to possibly add to my portfolio. And I was like, maybe a documentary, maybe just like interviewing friends. Oh, how can I interview friends if they're across the world? I mean, there's Skype. We could try that. This was like way before even Zoom blew up, and I didn't even know how to like function half of this like technology. But yeah, it's all on you. So thank you.
Of course. And now we're here.
Somehow. I guess we did talk about this in the documentary too. And so it is a little bit, I guess, if you've seen the documentary, you can go watch that. There are more stories in there, but we'll dive in and feature more on your part that maybe I didn't get to put in the documentary. But how has music sort of changed your life or like impacted it? We've touched upon it a little bit throughout this episode.
Yeah.
But if there's anything in specific that we haven't discussed yet either, go for it.
Yeah. Well, I kind of have this crazy story about like, well, okay. So basically all throughout high school, I had no idea what I was doing. I like went to college, like undeclared, like I still had no idea what I was doing. And like, I don't know if it's like my own like placebo effect, but basically, an artist I like, her, like Christian French, like released a song. It's like Bright Side of the Moon. And it's basically like looking like on the bright side, basically like, and it was all about like optimism and everything. And so I was already like not feeling my school. I was just like stuck, you know? So I moved back to my hometown, and I like didn't know, I wanted to change my major, but I really didn't know what I wanted to do. But then like the more that I thought about it, and I don't know if it like, I don't know, it was like literally 2 weeks after this song got released, I changed my major to like public relations. Because I was like, I ran into this advisor, and he was like explaining, and I was like trying to explain to him, like, I really want to work in music, but obviously like I want to do something with public or something like that. And I ended up like randomly picking a major. Like it was super random, and I picked it, and it was like, now I'm like, I graduated with a degree in public relations, and it was really like that song. It was like, you can do it. Like you basically can do it. And I think like I just needed something. I really do look to music for like a lot of things. And so I think that's like one of the biggest things that impacted me through music. So now I'm like happy with my major, you know, I'm just like, now I'm living with a degree and it's great.
That's so crazy. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
Because I do remember you telling me about struggling with school before. And I was just like,
Yeah,
girl, I know you're going to find something and you're going to get it. And I didn't realize that it was also music that helped you discover.
yeah, it was so crazy. I don't know if it's like the placebo effect. I'm like, okay, it was that moment, but
yeah,
I still believe it is. Like, I don't know.
Fair
It's
enough.
something like that. Yeah.
You don't have to pinpoint it, but like, sure, music truly is crazy. And like, it helps a lot of people get through, I don't know, whatever tough times they're going through. It doesn't have to
Yeah.
be like the depression phase or whatever, or like the most common talked about things that music helps you get out of. It could just be like,
Yeah.
you can't figure out what you want to do with your life. And you're like, hey, this is now my answer because this
Yeah,
song spoke to me.
seriously. Yeah, I
That's
think
crazy.
so too. Yeah.
What are 3 songs that you want people to listen to right now?
Ooh, that's so hard.
If you can pick 3 right now.
Okay, oh shoot. Okay. First one, 100% Crowded Room by Christian French. Like that is literally like the song that is just like will forever be my favorite song. It's
Yeah.
like about like anxiety and stuff like that. But he makes it into a way that's like so it's like upbeat. Like it's super good. You guys have to listen to it. Probably oh shoot, this is hard. Ooh. Ooh, this is hard.
Pull up that
Oh,
Spotify.
okay. Yeah, I know. I'm pulling up that Spotify. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. There's a song called "If I Hadn't Met You" by Chelsea Cutler. I'm still listening to it. It's so good.
Aw.
I love it. Oh shoot, this is such a hard question. Like, there's so many songs I love. Like,
There are.
I wish I could like listen to every song that exists in the world. That would be so nice. Okay, I'm just gonna go with like such a good song. It's called "We Fell in Love in October" by Girl in Red. Oh my god, it's just so good.
Sounds so cute.
Yeah, me and my girlfriend started dating in October, so it's just like the song. Just
It's like
go
your
listen to
song.
it.
Oh,
If you're like falling in love, just do it.
I love it.
That's right, it. But I could name like hundreds.
And then I have to put 3 songs out on my end too right now. And so
Yes,
I am
100%.
saying my first song is You by Coin. It
Ooh,
is
yes. Ooh,
it is-
yes.
it is such a I don't know. It's a feel good song. And I heard it live. I don't know, when did I hear it live? October, November last year when they came on tour. And I was like,
Yeah.
I just like felt it. I was like in the crowd and I was like,
I
this
bet
is the
they were
song.
so good live.
They were so good. And I've seen them a few times now. And every single time the energy in the room is crazy and it's so much fun.
That's amazing. Okay,
Yeah.
two other songs. So
The Weeknd came out with his new album, and
yes.
the one song that spoke to me on that album was a song called Out of Time.
Okay.
That song is really good. And then Tick Tick Boom was released on Netflix, and the one song from that soundtrack was Come to Your Senses. That song.
Oh my god, I watched that movie.
Did you like it?
Yes. It was
so
like
good.
so interesting too. Like it was like it had such an interesting plot, and Andrew Garfield is just like he kills it every time.
Phenomenal. But,
yes.
And he also won a Golden Globe,
Yes,
First
I think
performance.
so.
which is what he deserves.
Exactly. I
Yeah.
agree.
So those are my
Yes,
3 songs for this
That's
week.
so funny because I just watched that. Like that's so funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
So good.
No, when Come to Your Senses came on, I felt shivers. I felt so if you don't know what Tick Tick Boom is like the autobiography of Jonathan Larson, who is also the creator of Ren. And so in that song or moment, he's struggling to find like this one song. And I feel like even in that song with the lyrics and like the melody and everything, you can feel all of like the work and effort it took him to construct that song. And I don't know if it was like the pain or the passion or just like the artistry, like that whole body of work. Incredible.
It's crazy. Like, it's insane.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Incredible.
We could go and talk about music forever. I will
forever.
I will have to just leave this up to you and say, is there anything else you want to add about music or?
Well, I just want to say thank you for letting me on the Hangout.
Of course,
number
you're always
one
invited.
podcast. Just saying. Go listen to it, guys. Yeah, thank you so much. I love talking, so I could talk forever. So thank you so much for letting me on here.
You're the best. And I can't wait for COVID to be done so we can hang out in person.
Oh my gosh. I know. Like, it will happen. It will happen. We're manifesting it.
It took us how many years the first time around to finally meet up in person? We can wait a little bit longer.
Exactly. A reunion. Everyone's invited.
Everyone's invited. Everyone's invited.
only if you listen to the Hangout.
Oh, that's so funny. Okay. Thank you guys so much for listening. That was Brianne, the lovely Brianne, on this week's episode of The Hangout. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Leave us a comment and review on our YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you're tuning in from. Make sure to like and subscribe as well so you know when new episodes come out. I would also really appreciate it. You can follow us along on all of our socials at The Hangout CA. That's it for now. We'll see you next week.